safe in the arms of Jesus, safe on his gentle breast, there by his love o'ershaded, sweetly my soul shall rest. Hark, 'tis the voice of angels, born in a song to me, over the fields of glory, over the jasper sea, safe in the arms of Jesus, safe on his gentle breast, there by his love o'ershaded, sweetly my soul shall rest. Safe in the arms of Jesus, safe from corroding care, safe from the world's temptations, sin cannot harm me there. Free from the blight of sorrow, free from my doubts and fears, only a few more trials, only a few more tears, safe in the arms of Jesus, safe on his gentle breast, there by his love o'ershaded, sweetly my soul shall rest. Jesus, my heart's dear refuge, Jesus has died for me, firm on the rock of ages, ever my trust shall be. Here let me wait with patience, wait till the night is o'er, wait till I see the morning break on the golden shore, safe in the arms of Jesus, safe on his gentle breast, there by his love o'ershaded, sweetly my soul shall rest.
Safe in the Arms of Jesus. It is a beautiful hymn, one that I did not know before this week when I started researching Fanny J Crosby in honor of Mother's Day. Kind of on a hunch, I thought of all of the women hymn composers, and there's really not that many, which is unfortunate, but it did lead me to study Miss Crosby, and I found out a lot about her. So I want to tell you a little bit about her and about this hymn. I'm sure you recognize her name, Fanny Crosby. You might not know her legal name, which was Mrs. Frances Jane Van Alstyne. And I can understand why her husband insisted that she keep her maiden name as her pen name, because Van Alstyne, however you say it, doesn't have the same ring to it. You know her works, Blessed Assurance, Shelter in the Time of Storm. Just so many, she's so prolific. In fact, so prolific that she wrote over 5,500 hymns, and those are the ones that were published. She wrote many more, and she also wrote many poems, over 8,000 of those. So we remember her as a prolific writer. We remember her for her blindness, something that she experienced throughout her entire life, but something that never got her down. She wrote a poem when she was only 8 years old about her blindness. She said, "Oh, what a happy soul I am. Although I cannot see, I am resolved that in this world contented I will be. How many blessings I enjoy that other people don't. To weep and sigh because I'm blind, I cannot, nor I won't." We see that she had insight, even though she didn't have physical sight, because to write that as an 8-year-old, 8 years old, and to realize the blessing that would come through the blindness that she experienced, very mature, and I think that we'll see that throughout the rest of her life. that she saw good in everything. Her mother and her grandmother and a lot of other women in her life proved to be invaluable, as the women in my life have proved to be invaluable to me. Mother's Day is a wonderful time to recognize our mothers, so happy Mother's Day, Mom and Grandma and Meemaw and Aunt Karen and Aunt Diane, and I probably should stop naming people. Those are the first people who came to mind. But it's interesting to think about how the influential people in history were influenced by the women in their life. And Miss Crosby certainly would not have received the education that she received and the treatment for, or the teaching that she received at an institute for the blind if it hadn't been for her mother and grandmother. And it's interesting to think about Fanny J Crosby as a mother, because she was briefly a mother. She said, I became a mother and knew a mother's love. God came down, God gave us a tender babe, but the angels came down and took our infant up to God and to his throne. She lost her child, and she wasn't a mother for long, but she saw that in itself as a blessing. And many speculate that this song, Safe in the Arms of Jesus, was written because of that experience. And certainly it has comforted many mothers who have lost a child, many parents. And it's also a great representation of the way that we feel recognizing that we have a Savior. And so this Mother's Day, I just wanted to remind you of a wonderful historical figure, Mrs. Fanny J Crosby, and the contribution that she made to church music history. And all of the wonderful hymns that she wrote. So listen to a few of her songs this week in honor of Mother's Day. Remember her as a mother, and remember her as the mother of American church music.